In this video, I want to look at reflections, and two properties you need to know about a reflection is in a reflection you have a line of reflection, and that the line of reflection is the perpendicular bisector of the segment connecting a preimage point to its corresponding image point. And we'll also look at point of reflection, but I want you to focus on these first two properties. Now we start with a triangle, preimage triangle ABC. If we want to reflect this triangle, let's say we want to reflect it about the y-axis, the vertical axis, it's very easy to do. All you have to do is look at each of the three vertices, vertex A, and notice that vertex A is 2 units away from the y-axis. So that will tell you that if we flip or reflect triangle ABC across this y-axis, point A prime, the image of A, will be 2 units from the y-axis on the left. So we place point A prime here, 2 units to the left of the y-axis. Notice point B is 2, 4, 6 units to the right of the y-axis. So point B prime will be 6 units to the left of the y-axis. 2, 4, 6. B prime there. And notice point C is 2, 4, 5 units to the right of the y-axis. So point C will be 2, 4, 5 units to the left of the y-axis, C prime. And you just connect these points to get your image triangle, A prime, B prime, C prime. So it's very easy to reflect across an axis. We can also reflect this across the x-axis in the same manner. And now I want to talk about the second property. The line of reflection is the perpendicular bisector of the segment connecting the preimage point to its corresponding image point. So let's look at points A and A prime, for example, and let's draw a segment, a straight line from A to A prime. This line of reflection, the y-axis, will be the perpendicular bisector of this segment, A prime. That means the distance from A prime to this line of reflection will be the same as the distance from A to the line of reflection. And this segment is perpendicular to this line. The same is true for C prime C. This segment will be the same as this segment. This line segment is perpendicular to the line of reflection. I also want to talk about when you have a point of reflection rather than a line of reflection. And frequently in these problems we'll have the point of reflection being the origin O. And all that is two reflections. When you reflect about the origin, you're reflecting across the y-axis and then the x-axis. Let's use this image because we already reflected this preimage across the y-axis, and then we'll reflect it across the x-axis. So point B prime is 1 unit up from the x-axis, so we'll put B double prime 1 unit down from the x-axis. Likewise, point A, C prime is 1, 2, 3, 4 units up from the x-axis. 1, 2, 3, 4 units down from the x-axis is where we'll put C double prime. And just connect the three vertices. And this shows the image of ABC after being reflected about the origin. When you reflect about the origin, you could also first reflect across the x-axis and then reflect across the y-axis. It doesn't matter what order you reflect across. Now I want to point out another thing. Notice that when you reflect about across the origin, coordinates of your points will just be negated. For example, point A has coordinates over 2, up 1. And notice that point A double prime has coordinates over 2 to the left, so -2, down 1, so -2, -1. So it's just pre-image coordinates negated, give you the image coordinates for a reflection about the origin. And notice whenever you reflect across a line, your picture will have that butterfly look to it, where the line of reflection is the body of the butterfly and the pre-image and the image are the wings of the butterfly. So that's one way you can tell if you've done the reflection correctly, if your picture has that butterfly look to it.